All right, Rick, well, we're keeping our fingers crossed for some good weather in the very near future because, yes, that time of year, Treefort Music Fest is about 2 weeks away. And as we look forward to the awesome event, we wanted to know more about the forts of Treefort. If you didn't know, Treefort is, of course, a music festival, but there are a lot of other activities or forts to go check out down there. And there's 13 forts in total. Maybe you've checked out most of them off of your list. But until Treefort starts, we are going to get into some of the forts with the people that make them happen. Joining us today on the News at 4 is Nathan Walker with Music Talks, and he's the director of Music Talks. And I think a good place to start is, what is Music Talks?
Well, Treefort attracts an international delegation of music industry professionals. And so Music Talks is our way to connect with the expertise that they're bringing to town with aspiring musicians, aspiring music workers, to host some panel discussions and just really glean from the expertise that's in our sector during the festival.
And you've been with Treefort Music Festival since the very beginning, and we know that people come from around the Northwest, really around the country, to come be a part of such a special event because you can see so many different varieties of music genres. I've always wondered on the other end, do the artists all get together and really talk about stuff? And I would imagine this would be the setting.
It is the setting, and because not only attendees coming, we have people from labels and PR agencies and all sorts of wide variety of music industry that come, and really like no other time. It's really sort of a conference almost for the artists and industry to gather and discuss issues within the industry, to network, and then, like I said, for aspiring artists and musicians to really just learn and glean and have some professional development sessions. And
in terms of the sessions, what can people look forward to, and I guess what are organizers hoping that people get out of it?
Sure. There's this year we have a selection of panels on Friday and Saturday, and then one on Thursday that's a discussion of Peruvian psychedelic music.
Oh, cool.
But they're free and open to the public. Anybody that's interested in all, like the Friday and Saturday ones are at Boise Center. So anybody that's interested, you don't have to be a musician. Like I said, you can be an aspiring music worker, which encompasses a pretty wide variety of roles within our sector. Yeah, just come and check it out and learn and glean and connect with other industry that are in town as well.
All right, real quickly, before we go to break, what are you most excited for this year's Treefort Music Festival?
I'm excited for the sun to be out and for everybody to be hanging out and in the park. And yeah, it's going to be great.
A great setting right by Zoo Boise. Of course, as we get closer, we'll make sure everyone has all the information. Well, thanks for joining us here on the News at 4. We got to take a break, but we'll have more forts tomorrow on the News at 4. We'll be right back.